Ever feel like budgeting is just confusing, frustrating, and overwhelming? You're not alone. Let's be real. Managing your money is overwhelming sometimes. But here's a super old school hack that's making a comeback. The envelope budgeting system. It's a simple, time-tested strategy that has helped people control their spending for decades. Even better, this classic method has been adapted for the digital age, blending old-school discipline with modern convenience. The classic envelope system. At its core, the envelope budgeting system is straightforward. The idea is to divide your cash into separate envelopes, each labeled for a specific spending category. These categories can include essentials like groceries, transportation, and bills, as well as fun things like dining out or entertainment. The rule is simple but powerful. You only spend the money in each envelope for that specific category. Once an envelope is empty, you stop spending in that area until your next budgeting cycle, usually the following month. This physical separation of cash creates a visual and tangible limit on how much you can spend. You can literally see your money disappearing as you spend, which makes it much harder to overspend or lose track of your finances. Many people find this method especially useful if they tend to spend impulsively or struggle to stay within a budget using just numbers on a screen or paper. The envelope system forces discipline by making spending more concrete. When you hand over cash for a purchase, it feels more real than swiping a card. This tactile interaction can encourage more thoughtful spending decisions. You become more aware of your financial limits, and over time, this awareness helps build healthier money habits. Going digital. The modern envelope system. Of course, in today's cashless world, carrying around envelopes full of cash is not always practical or safe. That's where digital envelope budgeting apps come in. These apps maintain the core principles of the traditional envelope system, but use technology to make budgeting easier and more flexible. Apps like Good Budget, Envelopes, and Every Dollar let you create virtual envelopes that correspond to your spending categories. Instead of stuffing cash into physical envelopes, you allocate portions of your income into digital envelopes or budget buckets within the app. The app then tracks your spending in real time, showing you how much money you've used and how much remains in each category. The digital envelope system offers several advantages. First, it fits with modern banking habits, allowing you to use debit or credit cards while still maintaining clear spending limits. You don't have to carry cash or worry about losing money. Second, many of these apps provide useful features like spending alerts, detailed reports, and the ability to share your budget with a partner or family member. This can help increase accountability and make managing finances a team effort. By keeping the discipline and boundaries of the envelope system, but adding convenience and data tracking, digital envelope budgeting can be an excellent option for people who want structure without the hassle of physical cash. Pros and cons of the envelope budgeting system. Like any budgeting method, the envelope system has its strengths and weaknesses. It's important to understand these to decide if it's the right fit for your financial style. One of the biggest advantages of the envelope method is its clear visual limits on spending. Whether you're using cash envelopes or digital ones, you have a strict budget for each category. This makes it easier to avoid overspending because you know exactly how much you have available. For people who tend to spend impulsively or have trouble sticking to vague budgets, the envelope system can provide the structure needed to succeed. Additionally, the envelope system encourages mindfulness about money. Because you are forced to consciously allocate funds and see your money physically or digitally divided, you become more aware of where your cash is going. This can help uncover spending habits you might not have noticed before and motivate you to make smarter choices. However, the envelope method isn't perfect for everyone. One limitation is that it assumes a relatively steady and predictable income. If your earnings fluctuate significantly, like freelancers, commission-based workers, or gig economy earners, you may find it challenging to divide your money neatly in envelopes each month. Irregular income can make it harder to plan ahead and stick to fixed budget categories. Also, some people might find the envelope system restrictive or cumbersome. Life's expenses don't always fit neatly into categories, and sometimes you need flexibility. For instance, unexpected expenses or a category running low, while another has leftover funds, might create frustration. Managing envelopes, especially physical ones, requires discipline and consistent effort, which can be a hurdle for some. Finding the right balance. Ultimately, the key to successful budgeting is finding a method that matches your personality, lifestyle, and financial goals. The envelope system offers a great balance of simplicity, clarity, and discipline for many people, especially those who benefit from clear boundaries and a hands-on approach to spending. Whether you prefer physical cash envelopes or modern digital apps, the principles remain the same. Allocate your money intentionally and keep track of how you spend it. If you're new to budgeting or feel stuck with other methods, trying the envelope system could be a game changer. Start by choosing your main spending categories, decide on a budget for each, and then allocate your money accordingly, physically or virtually. The visual nature of envelopes helps build a stronger connection to your money and makes spending decisions more deliberate. If you opt for the digital route, explore different apps to see which one fits your style best. Many offer free versions to get you started without any risk. These apps often include helpful features like notifications when you're close to your budget limit, graphs showing your spending trends, and syncing options for multiple devices. Take action and share your preference. If the envelope budgeting system sounds like something you want to try, start small. Give it a month and see how it feels. You might be surprised by how much control and clarity it can bring to your finances. And if you've already tried it or prefer one style over the other, drop a skull in the comments if you're a fan of cash envelopes, or a thumbs up if you prefer the digital method. Sharing your experience might help others find the budgeting style that works for them. Don't keep this powerful method a secret. Share this video with anyone you know who says they're bad with money or struggles to stick to a budget. Sometimes the simplest, most old-school hacks are the most effective. Whether you're a traditionalist or a tech lover, the envelope system is a proven way to take control of your spending and work toward financial peace of mind. Budgeting doesn't have to be complicated or stressful. By using envelopes, physical or digital, you create a clear plan, avoid overspending, and make intentional choices that support your goals. So why not give this modern edition of an old classic a try? Your future self will thank you.